Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Gymnasium of Nashua High School North in Nashua, New Hampshire. I'm John Collins, along with Tom King. We're courtside for the Chick-fil-A Holiday Basketball Tournament 2010. The host team, Nashua High North, the Titans, about to do battle with Bedford. And there's a lot of big men on Bedford, Tom King.
Boy, I'll tell you, is there ever? 6'8", 6'8". That's two 6'8s.
Right.
6'6", 6'7", 6'4". They will tower over the Titans of Nashua North, who basically their biggest guy, you know, looking at the roster, Mike O'Connor, the junior forward, he's at 6'2".
I believe they might have all of the tallest guys in this tournament on one team. I mean, you just read them off. It's just amazing.
This will be an interesting matchup because North is obviously going to try to beat them up and down the floor. Make those big kids run a little bit.
I mean, to the average observer, you open this program, the Chick-fil-A Holiday Basketball Tournament program, you scan through the rosters. The Bedford roster, the Bulldogs they call them, it just jumps out at you. I mean, you would just think, oh, they're going to run away with it. But maybe walk away with it is a better term. Because as you said, it's going to take speed to beat them. But these are some big guys, and they're going to take up a lot of space. And we might even see a dunk in this game from what I saw in the warm-ups. Those the 2 or 3 guys in Bedford that have the ability to dunk the basketball. Yeah, we could see that.
We didn't see that in our first game. Some of you may have already watched the Fort Catholic Campbell game.
They're introducing the starting lineups for both teams right now. The coach of Nashua North has got his team, a younger team than last year, Tom, you mentioned.
Yeah, this is a young team, I think, for Nashua North. I mean, you know, they've got basically Damon King, no relation, is the only senior on this team. So Andy Wataka has got, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 8 juniors, so that bodes well for 2011, 2012 season because he's going to have 8 seniors if they all come back. But he's got a young basketball team, and we'll see how kind of experience they get in the feature game here of the Chick-fil-A Holiday Basketball Tournament here at Nashua North High School.
So, Tom, I believe I just saw a number 22 for Bedford introduced as a starter who we don't have listed, but apparently, you know, if he makes a basket, they'll have to announce his name, so we'll just add that to our
he's probably it's probably somebody on the roster with a different number. Because he's tall, John. They're all on they're all on here.
So you watched Nashua North being introduced, head coach Andy Otaka. Just about set to do battle here. Tim O'Neill on camera, Jim McLean on audio. We are courtside at Nashua High School North. It is post-Blizzard 2010. Staten Island's team, Moore Catholic High School, were delayed in getting here, hence they had a switch in the schedule. Last minute they put the Moore Catholic team into the 6 o'clock slot against Campbell. But
all is right with the world. It's a 7:30 game, and North, the host team, is playing in it. So
here we go, and it's anybody's game as we go to the tip-off here. Center court, 8-minute quarters in high school boys basketball. 4 8-minute quarters set to tip off. We're going to be just bedeviled by these rosters. I don't see a 23 from North who just won the tap. So.
Yeah, we'll have to go check everything out at the end of the quarter.
Matt Bolio doing the ball handling, number 1, and now number 5 is James Caparell, trying to find an open teammate, and he does. Roger Larrabee, the 6'6" freshman, working toward the goal line, but he kicks it back outside. As Bolio drives the paint off the glass, no good. Nice rebound underneath, manning the boards. Mike O'Connor, number 22, has got the duty of guarding Larrabee, who's got a few inches on him underneath. O'Connor is 6'2", and as we just said, Larrabee 6'6", the center man for Bedford, who are in the zone defense against Nashua. Good feed underneath.
Oh, missing the we saw a lot of those, and there's that net again, John.
Yeah, it happened again.
Happened again.
And I don't think there was even a basket yet as the netting comes up over the rim. And the officials let him play. Larrabee passes it down deep across court. Comes from Trevor Glassman as number 3. The black jerseys belong to the Bedford Bulldogs, Bedford High School. Jump ball on the court. Good hustle down there.
I'm thinking that 23 may be Liam Burke. I don't see a 20 on the bench.
And then, that shot hit just about where the netting comes up over the rim, but it's a miss by Adam Fay. Long shot, no good. And the loose ball. Now here comes Javon Williams. He's got one man to beat. Stutter step.
Javon
Leaping shot off the backboard. He should get an extra point for
Javon's
fixing the court.
Javon's the man with this team. I mean, he's the one player that's really back from a lot of the players they had last year that played a lot of minutes.
Well, that looks like pass by Fay fortunately hit the backboard. That was on its way to the back wall.
But I'll tell you what. I want to ask you this. Take a look at Javon Williams. What do you notice different from last year? What do you notice?
Well, he's moving very, very well.
Now, just take a look at him.
No knee brace.
The guy's bulked up, John.
I thought he was always bulked up.
I think Javon's a little bit stronger and a little bit heavier than he was a year ago. I think he's matured with age. That's definitely a bigger and stronger Javon Williams than what we saw a year ago.
2-2 game here early, just underway. First quarter of the Chick-fil-A Holiday Basketball Tournament. Bedford versus Nashua North. Javon gets tripped.
Javon gets tripped, but you know what? He was a brick wall on defense. They couldn't get around him.
Yeah.
They tried to push him down, and he just stood his ground. He couldn't have done that a year ago. He would have gone right down on the floor. On the other end. And a layup right there, and Bedford's up 4-2.
Basket goes to Caparel. Good job of not committing the foul underneath by Joey Crowley, who's got the ball right now. Back top to Williams. Fay gets it back to Williams. It's going to go out of bounds. It would be either backcourt
violation. So I think Javon saw that it was no way he could get back there, and once he got back there, it would have been called against him. So
Nashua North enrollment 1,934. Bedford High School enrollment 1,223. These two teams are in different divisions, divisions 1 and 2. Bedford with the basketball in a 4-2 lead. Twisting and turning is Caparel. He gets it up top to Leverett, the tall freshman. Passes to Bolio on the wing, cuts into the foul line area, and Larrabee nearly lost the handle.
Boy, it's awfully tough to make a player that big handle the basketball that far out. And Larrabee's got to do it. And see, look at that. I mean, it
almost gets stripped
awfully
by O'Connor.
Tough. Why is he in that set way back out on top is beyond me. He should be posted up right away down low.
You would think. The coach, John Langlaw of Bedford.
he is not the tall assistant we were looking at. The tall assistant we were looking at, I believe, is Mark Elmendorf.
Ball gets loose on the court.
I've known Mark over the years. He's been a coach in the area.
I think we had a little kid get out on the court. It's fortunate they blew the whistle when they did.
Yep, I know it. No kidding.
Inbounded to Jacob Capistrand has the basketball now with the Alexei Lelas do. And it comes back out to Zachary Husband, number 2 with it. Husband hits Larrabee. Larrabee trying from downtown. He's not posting up as per orders of Tom King. Javon Williams now sprinting down with the missed shot.
He's where his coach wants him to be. And he's down low on defense, though.
Williams playing some catch underneath. No call as O'Connor tries to get free. He's double teamed and he throws the ball smartly off of Bedford, and they're going to call O'Connor for stepping on the stripe before he made that pass off of the Bedford bodies.
North having a lot of problems getting into any kind of offensive fluidity. right now.
The 6'7" sophomore Will McInerney checks in, and he will inbound it for the Bulldogs. A one-bounce pass nearly stolen away. And here comes Jamerson, and he gets it up ahead.
Turnover.
Yeah, kind of an awkward.
Yeah, see, North's going to try to run, but they're also
by Farmer.
I just think they're going to have a tough problem against this Bedford height in some of their offensive sets.
North having problems scoring thus far in this game. We are 5 minutes in. They have 2 points. Williams is going to launch it from three-point territory, and he answers it. All 5 points belong to Javon Williams.
Is that any surprise?
And there's the netting. They fix it this time, right away for you, Tom.
Yeah, but you know what, John? They always have to fix it. There's something wrong with that net. They can't keep having that happen.
It's the way it hangs.
Well, it's newer. No, it's new. Look at that net. Look at the net on the other side.
Oh yeah, that was filthy.
That was awful. It's dirty as
hey, but it works.
Yeah.
That net's offended. It hasn't caused 1 point stoppage.
That's right. You're right.
And you're criticizing.
You're right. Exactly. That's why you got. I mean. You've got the tie, and I don't. Once again, but hey, I'm doing my job.
Yeah, you're doing your job. Yeah.
So,
yeah. The Bulldogs of Bedford will inbound it underneath the opposing basket here, trying to expand on their 4-2 lead.
Oh, nice pass inside, but a nice defensive play to recover, even though Adam Fay gets called for the foul. He had to do something there, but good position by Bedford. Good quick inbound one-time pass. That's going to put James Caparell at the line.
With a chance to tie it. It is a 5-4 Nashua North lead. I'm corrected. There was a three-pointer there by Javon Williams to give the Titans the lead. And now it's still 5-4. Missing the first of two was James Caparell. Checking out Trevor Glassman into the game. Checking out Adam Fay. And North puts number 10 into the game. Around the rim and out. As Bedford comes up empty. 2 free throws missed. A putback attempt is missed. And it's still a 5-4 lead for the Titans as Williams whips the ball around the perimeter. Williams, who's hit a three-pointer from that very spot.
Oh, nice pass inside. But once you get the ball inside, you have North's got no leverage inside. There's no way they can put the ball up because they have no clear-cut path to the basket.
Williams just not able to get it to go.
The baseline game is not going to work for the Titans in this basketball. They're going to have to do it from the perimeter, I think. And Javon Williams is going to have to be the key.
Just 2:01 left in the first quarter. It's just a 5-4 game.
Yeah,
6 minutes
to go by.
Different
from the first game.
Yeah.
And I think, again, that's because of, you've got young kids that are very tall in Bedford, so they're going to struggle with that height at that age. And then you've got a smaller team with Nashua North. They're going to struggle because they're going to have to shoot from the outside. They're going to struggle offensively. So until one team feels comfortable out on the floor, it's going to be this way. Nice. Bedford does a great job with that 2-3 zone, double teaming the shooter, but Nashua North does a good job of getting it over quickly to the shooter, but he misfires.
Yeah, and apologize for not laying some names on you here. We're really off with this program. The Titans have about 4 roster numbers that are not listed, jersey numbers that are not listed on the roster, I should say. Joey Crowley, number 32, will inbound it. You think it's Liam Burke, Tom?
I do. I don't see a 20 there, but I'm not sure. We're going to have to find out.
We'll call him Liam Burke until further we're corrected. Hopefully some of these players will start lighting up the scoreboard and we'll hear some announcements. Joey Crowley dribbling with it to Liam Burke, top of the key. Back to Crowley, bounce pass underneath, mishandled and out of bounds. I believe that was Damon King. Unable to control it, so it's Bedford basketball. It's 5-4. We haven't had some scoring for a few minutes now as Nashua clings to that 1-point lead. Down court comes Matt Bolio. Down deeper to Caparell. Baseline, he's blocked down there.
Yeah, nice defense by North.
King.
Yep.
And it's a tough pass, and going up and getting it is Joseph Meyer.
Well, see, you notice that. I mean, North is going to, their game in this, their way to win this game is turnovers and fast break. They're going to have to beat Bedford down the floor. So once they're in this set offense, it's going to be very difficult for them, unless they hit from the perimeter, to work the ball inside. Too much height.
Yeah, there's a lot of height on the floor. 6'4" is
not a lot of
13.
bulk, but a lot of height.
Meyer, and then of course they got Larrabee, the 6'7" freshman underneath the basket.
They're going to hold for the last shot, evidently up 5-4.
Even Caparel, number 5's over 6 feet, and he's playing base on the zone there. As Tom said, North looking for that shot. What's it going to be? 17 seconds to go. Crowley holding it, stole a peek at the clock. 5-4, Nashua North trying to add to their lead in the waning seconds of the first quarter. 5 seconds to go. Crowley might want to launch it. No, he doesn't. Knifing through and blocked by Larrabee. They get no shot.
It's just going to be so tough for them to penetrate inside. It really is. That is a perfect example of it. I mean, it's one thing if you've got one big man that you can maybe screen around or block out. But when you've got 3 on the floor and they have to converge, not easy to do.
Larrabee might have grown in the first quarter. He's listed in the program at 6'6" as a freshman. He might be 6'6" and a quarter at this point, as we are 1 quarter into the host team's game in the Chick-fil-A Holiday Basketball Tournament here at Nashua High School North. 5-4, very low-scoring first quarter. It is anybody's ball game as the two teams strategize here between the first and second quarters. As you look at the clock.
I mean, if I'm Andy Motaka, I say, look, we want to play a fast-paced game and beat them down the floor. But if we don't, we're going to have to shoot the ball from the outside and win this basketball game. You know?
There's Andy Otaka there in the left of your picture as the North team breaks it up and returns to the court. Leading 5-4. You can see teams literally feeling their way around in the early part of this season in this tournament. And what generally happens with good teams like this is that somebody gets a hot hand.
Yeah, a hot hand, but that's Javon is going to be the man.
Right, he'd have to be the man. We've yet to see who maybe the lead scorer would be for Bedford. Larrabee's handled the ball a lot. The big man who's inbounding it right now. He's yet to get on the scoreboard, though, as they've had him out near the foul line mostly. This is Zachary Husband, who tries a bounce pass. I think it went off Javon's foot, not a bounce, so it's still Bedford basketball. Just underway, second quarter of play. Bedford with possession, trailing by a point, 5-4.
Oh, nice.
In traffic and a good partial block from behind, but
staying with it.
Yeah, that was.
That's called staying with it.
Joseph
good block.
Meyer.
Yeah, Joe Meyer stayed with the block. Even though the ball was blocked, he had enough strength to put the ball up and gets his own rebound.
Moves to Crowley. Crowley bounce pass ill-advised into traffic.
Bedford's defense really shutting off North's ability. North still trying to work that ball inside. Bedford's just denying it. Defense is going to have to be the name of the game for the Titans. That's their best offense right now.
Bolio bounce pass Larrabee.
And it's worked. I mean,
Crowley's playing great defense on Larrabee at this point.
That's the thing. Bedford is just being, Bedford's not as big as they are. They're not fluid. They're not fluid offensively. So this is definitely a winnable game for Nashua North.
Crowley's three-point attempt hits the front of the rim. Meyer pulls up at midcourt.
Very smartly pulls up for his point guard. Bedford needs a floor general. They need somebody to really dictate the offense.
Husband fires it to Larrabee. He's going to look like he was going to try a right-handed hook. He thinks better of it, and then throwing up an air ball was Meyer, but a good job of workmanlike rebounding underneath by Caparel for 2. Number 5.
Two workmanlike plays underneath the basket for Bedford. Give them an 8-5 lead.
Yeah, they're up by 3 now. They were down 1 entering the quarter. They scored just 4 points in the first quarter. Nashua with 5 to lead it. But Nashua is still looking for somebody to emerge. Javon Williams has all 5 points. An early bucket and a three-pointer in that first quarter for all the scoring for the Titans. Javon with the inbounds pass to Crowley. Not too many openings with all those big arms underneath, long arms on the part of Bedford's team. They have 4 players at 6'6" or taller. Long shot misses by Fay.
Yeah, see, they can't have that. Those shots have got to go in. Those outside perimeter shots have got to go in for the Titans the way this
at some point
because of this matchup.
6:06 left, first half. Titans basketball inbounding, trailing by 3, 8-5. Definitely a bigger crowd here for this game than we had for the more Catholic against Campbell game.
Well, I don't think too many people made the trip from Staten Island.
No, that's right. But here we are in the Titans.
Nice
home
putback.
Oh, it just doesn't go.
And that's something you really shouldn't see. If you're Bedford, you shouldn't let North get an offensive rebound, but a nice play.
And trying for a fast break basket. Meyer not able to get it. It goes off his fingertips out of bounds, and Damon King will inbound it to Javon Williams, who will walk it up the floor. 5:44 to go, first half.
8-5 as we are watching a first quarter type score midway through the second quarter.
It's an early season type score too. Nobody's really a hot scoring team right now. Williams to Crowley.
Javon would love to penetrate, but he knows it's going to go right back at him if he tries. So he's trying to dictate things from up top. Tough to do. And now he's going to try. Let's see. He's got that move and a nice penetration move. Boy, what he did was the crossover dribble. That got him some space.
So Williams has accounted for all the scoring now. Off the back, no, it didn't hit the backboard. It hits the rim, and it's a miss, and it's still Bedford basketball. As it looked like.
Yeah, Bedford's big people are good defensively, but they haven't gotten their offensive game set yet. Mo Bilodeau making that call. Mo Bilodeau, Brian Troop, the officials.
Foul on Jake Mellon, number 22.
Yep.
He checks out.
That is
Well, Michael Connor checked
Jake
out.
Mellon is the grandson of one Charles Mellon, longtime baseball coach for Nashua High School.
Is he in the game, or was that, did I mistake it? It was Mike O'Connor that got called for the foul? I said 2-2, not 1-2.
It was O'Connor that got called.
Yeah, okay. So he checks out. He gets a breather. He's been in the game since the beginning.
I believe that's Jake Mellon. The spelling is different, though. It's I-N and not E-N. It should be E-N, I believe. So I think it's misspelled in this roster.
I don't think we can trust this roster.
I don't think so.
As far as you can fly a paper airplane with it. 5 minutes to go, first half. I believe this is Will
That was
McInerney.
John Collins, ladies and gentlemen.
Just
to make that clear.
McInerney hits the free throw. 9-7 lead for the visitors from Bedford. The Titans trying to knot it up here if they can get a couple. Williams passes up the three-pointer. He's made one from there already today. Fay tries to open space.
There's a nice
pull-up
shot. Yeah, North's got his fluid. North knows what it can do now. It's setting some picks and getting some baseline jumpers.
Tied up at 9.
The Bulldogs aren't exactly coming out, and I guess what North did was take advantage of the time that the big guy, Roger Larrabee, was out on the bench.
9-9 the score. Coming up from behind, trying for the steal and getting the ball. Let's see whose basketball it'll be. Out of bounds. Great hustle play, though, by North's number 10. Not on the roster. With it, Marr.
Now see if he's got the jumper now and he gets the roll. No, I thought he would.
Marr.
There's a nice block by Javon.
Larrabee tried to go up with it. He had just no angle whatsoever.
He's going up with 2 shots now. Boy, he could run the floor, though.
Williams with a spectacular outlet pass as he went up in the paint and threw it to the three-point zone to Fay. His Fay shots missed. Bedford rebound. Down the court they come. Caparell puts the brakes on, feeds Glassman for the give and go. Glassman loses it in traffic, and it's North's basketball momentarily. Bedford steals it back. Jump ball. Possession arrow says Bedford.
Yep. I don't think I'm going to predict a 70-point game here.
No. Yeah, we'll be very surprised if we
There
break
you see
50.
in the lower left of your screen, Lance Bisson, who was a superb player who really made his game, work here at Nashua North, and then went on to a great career at Riviera College.
Right.
Superb career at Riviera.
He's seated right behind Larrabee, who's about to inbound the ball.
Made his name under Mike Fitzpatrick here at North, became a different player. He's a good football player too, and then went to Riviera and just was a signature player for them. Well, a member of their GNAC championship team, went to the NCAAs, and now he's an assistant coach. In his second year, I think, on the bench with Andy Otaka.
Driving his husband, loses it out of bounds. Good tight defense being played by Nashua North. 9-9 remains the score.
3:48 to play in the half, and we're not in double figures yet.
Amazing.
We have played over 12 minutes of basketball. 16 minutes and a half. There's Javon. He's going to go again. Gets the contact, but won't go.
And let it go on the contact. Pass goes awry by Bedford. Turnover. North basketball. So it's still 9-9. Bedford's been stuck at 9 longer than North because North had to come from behind to tie this up. North looking for that elusive go-ahead basket. Williams playing some catch near side. Underneath, back out it comes. A lot of size, tough to penetrate this Bedford defense in the zone especially. Williams, dipsy-do between the legs. Back up top it goes. Williams gonna shoot from three-point zone.
Yeah.
Just long.
Throw up a smart
loose ball,
but not a rainbow. That's what you want to do if you're Javon Williams. You got to
fought for foul.
Throw it up.
Call it.
Yeah. And Javon going through his motion on a shot.
I believe that was on Damon King.
You're stuck with a player like Javon in terms of how do you treat it if you're Andy Otaka? Do you let him shoot from wherever he wants? You give him the green light anywhere? Because he's such an exciting player to watch.
Yeah.
And he can do so many different things on the floor. But with the team they had last year, when he didn't shoot a lot of threes, it was almost better for them. But I think this year it's the opposite.
Of course, as you said, the key thing is they've got to fall at some point in order to beat this tall Bedford team. Got to be able to hit those outside shots.
Somebody's got to hit a shot somewhere.
Or anything.
Just put the ball in the basket, please. And that is unbelievable. A block, and there's got to be like a 4 or 5 inch height differential there.
Williams throws it up, and it doesn't fall. I think that was Damon King that made the block on Larrabee, as you mentioned, Tom. And if that was the case, you got the 5'8" against 6'6". It goes.
Finally.
Larrabee. So it's 11-9.
Larrabee had put up about, what, 6-7 shots in the last 5 minutes?
Yeah, you got one to go. So they're the first to take the lead to break that 9-9 deadlock with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Number 11 is Aaron Cordova. Underneath.
Oh, what a pass.
Mar fouls
Gets the three. No, doesn't get the roll. .151 left in the half. It's an 11-9. 11-9. Yes, that's correct. 11-9 game. Bedford over Nashua North.
Free throws coming here for North with a chance to tie it. Double substitution for Bedford. And it looks like
Andy Otaka is going to call a timeout with 1:51 to play.
It looks like a couple of the younger players. Colin McManus, a 6'8" freshman, I think he just checked in. So I'd
be interested to see how he plays.
Yeah.
As a freshman dealing with that height.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's just
It's just you're not mature. You're not able. Your body's not really able to deal with it. You know.
How did LeBron deal with it?
I don't know. He had a decision. He made a decision.
Just decided I'm going to deal with it.
Made a decision.
I'm 6'9".
Made a decision.
I'm 17 years old.
Told whatever TV station he was working, that was in the area, this is what I'm going to do. So.
I think the thing about that to me is if you're that great a player, you can make the championship team around you. You do need a Scottie Pippen. You do need a couple of guys.
You need a couple of guys around you. But I think this is the deal. I think these three guys got together at one point.
That's what Jordan did in Chicago. That's what LeBron should have done in Cleveland.
But I think these three guys got together and said, hey, what would it be like if we all played in the same team? And that's what they did. And they're right within the rules to do that. And the NBA and their collective bargaining agreement may try to circumvent that from happening again.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of talk about the football lockout. There's probably going to be one in basketball, too.
Both free throws are missed. And I desperately wanted number 10 to make a free throw, Tom, because I have to go down at halftime and get some names to go with these numbers. And nice save there.
Beautiful save. Right off his back. It's almost like a globetrotter move.
Williams. Top of the key.
Nice pass inside.
Yeah.
Javon wants it. Javon's going to take it. Oh, he dribbles it off his foot. He was trying to figure out a way to get around Marr. And Bedford's smart. They've got Marr shifting over to where in the zone to where Williams gets it. And that's the way to do it because Marr's their most athletic player. As he goes up for that shot, doesn't get it.
Right. Yep. Larrabee with the easy.
Yeah, Larrabee's getting into the flow of things now a little bit. He's getting off his feet. When you're a big man, the one thing a couple things you have to adjust to is A, get off your feet, and B, don't put the ball on the floor too much.
Right. And he did it twice in a row now. He's got the last 4 points.
On a turnover there, they had the rebound and lost it, and then it's out of bounds. I'd say it's off Bedford. I thought Marr had the ball right there and let it go. I thought he should have chased after it.
Let's see if you're right.
It's going to be, should be North. I think it should be North's ball. But
well,
no.
Marr was shielding it. So.
I thought Marr reached out and tipped it, but no. Titans didn't really argue it too much. 58 seconds left to play. Bedford with a 4-point, 13-9 lead over Nashua North, and there's a steal.
Down the court comes North with a chance to cut the 4-point lead, but some fancy passing here.
and some of it's by luck.
Right.
I think Landlois is upset because he said, how come you guys didn't come with any of those loose balls?
Williams runs out of room, baseline, and Bedford basketball. 27 seconds left to go.
I think Javon's going to be in a situation with this team this year. He's going to be trying to do too much.
He has so far. Foul. Heavy contact underneath.
Yeah, they call it. Did they call the flagrant? No.
It was just a matter of the big guy.
But they called the blocking foul. So.
Yeah, I think that was Colin McManus who just ran into the defender. And Nashua North struggling to score points, Tom. We're in the first half, 19 seconds left to go. They've got 9 points.
Not going to win too many basketball games doing that, but Bedford doesn't have too much more, 13.
Yeah, that's true, though. That's the saving grace, is they played pretty tenacious defense, and Bedford's only got 13 points as McManus tries a free throw. And
both teams have basically done the John Collins free throw style invitation.
Maybe at halftime you can jump up and take the lids off of these baskets.
Maybe.
There's a plexiglass lid on these baskets. 13-9.
If you go down at halftime and get hot from the free throw line, that might do it.
There it is. The lid is still there.
There's Marr with a rebound. No. Put back, no good.
Williams, great height to get up over.
Did you see how high he got?
Yeah, the highest person on the floor. And
that's what North's got to do. That's the way they're going to score in this game, is beating Bedford down the floor. Have to run the floor.
That was a long drink of water in a desert right there. Larrabee tries
he had hit that.
Oh.
For a big guy to nail a jumper like that, that'll do it for the first half, everybody.
We'll take a break. You're watching the Chick-fil-A Holiday Basketball Tournament at Nashua High School North. The score at halftime, 13-11.
Nashua.
It's going to be a different story in the second half, I guarantee it.
You know, eating a healthy diet doesn't have to be complicated or take a lot of time. In fact, you don't need a cookbook at all. Let me think. How will I do this? Wash and eat. How fast and easy is that? Join me next time when we'll discover the wonderful world of bananas.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Chick-fil-A Holiday Basketball Tournament. Second half. John Collins with Tom King.
John Langlois is Bedford head coach, very animated in the talk with his team before they went out on the floor. Just basically told them, spread the floor defensively, get your hands up. Don't let them beat you on the perimeter.
We got a correction to our first half play call, Tom. The big guy in the middle, Colin McManus, is a freshman, number 44. We thought was Larrabee.
And so that's
actually
not
Colin McManus, the freshman.
Wow, so these rosters are way off, huh?
Yeah. Actually,
well, Larrabee's a freshman,
oh, yeah,
too.
that's good. At least we were saying the freshman was correct, but it's the different name.
Right.
It's, Colin McManus, who's doing most of the playing here, the big guy underneath.
There's a guy I thought would be
Bulldogs.
more involved in the offense for North, Adam Fay.
Adam Fay is number 10
All right.
for North. So he had a lot to do with
You've
the
got
first
all
half.
you've got all the changes there.
Yeah, there was a ton
of them.
on Nashua North. It was more wrong than right in the roster, actually. That is Marr, though. A lot of
And Mars, I think he's the most athletic player Bedford has. But here's the most athletic player North has. Devon tries to dunk it and just can't elevate enough, and that's it. And now the timeout, very good by Leland. What he didn't like the fact that his team on a turnover got beaten down the floor. We're just standing there.
Yeah.
And he stopped it right away.
And, you know, it was interesting you're talking about what a dynamic player Javon is and how much of a leash do you give him. So that time he just made the wrong decision to try to dunk it. It would have been pretty much easy for him just to do a finger roll and let it fall in through the hoop, but kind of went for the dramatic and came up empty. So 13-11. A 2-point game is all it is. I mean, if I told you that Nashua North would score only 11 points in the first half, you might think that they were on the wrong end of a blowout, but they have played pretty good defense. They've made it difficult for the big men on the Bulldogs team, the Bedford team, to get comfortable, and they've scored only 13 points, so it's still only a 2-point game. Very low scoring here as we begin the second half, but only a 2-point game. 13-11, Bedford working with that 2-point lead, and they have it poked away by Joey Crowley, number 32, part of that good defensive effort that North is putting forth. Marr with it. Holds the ball over his head. Now he gives it up to Bolio. Bolio dribbling toward the top of the key. Still has it. Throws it down deep. And it's out of bounds off of North again. So they're playing good defense, just not able to complete the turnover. Inbounding it is Bolio, looking for Marr, cutting into the paint. Marr goes up. Nice rise, but leaves it short.
Rims it. Yep, short rims it. Boy.
It was a good rebound by O'Connor. Now down goes.
This game may not make the 40s, you know that?
It's the over-under is 40 right now.
It might not make the 40s.
Yeah. Especially when shots like that don't drop for O'Connor. In and out, down the court. Comes Bedford's Trevor Glassman. He's number 3.
You know, one thing Bedford doesn't have is they don't have the outside game to really kind of take the pressure off. There's no real fluid offensive outside shooter. Watch, somebody will bury a 3 right when I say that.
Yeah.
But they really don't have a go-to outside guy, so now they go inside. And what North is adjusted to now is if Bedford goes inside, you just saw it there. There's Javon going up for the shot, and he gets his own rebound.
Throws it off of a Bedford player, but corralling it was...
They triple teamed the big man McManus, once he got the ball, they triple teamed him, and there was nothing he could do.
Beautiful passing movement there.
And Anthony Farmer with the layup.
Crowley to O'Connor to Farmer. Good job. One-touch passing. Scoop shot by Bolio misses, and it's a 13-all game, and now a chance to take the lead for the Titans. Williams putting on a dribbling show. Knifing through traffic is Connor. O'Connor gives it up to Damon King, and he...
Boy, great job by Farmer.
Williams.
Keep that ball alive and get Williams to the bucket.
That was Farmer, number 23, correct? So it is
Farmer with a great job. Keeps that ball alive and gets it to Javon. But North is showing a little more hustle and a little more desire, I think. In this.
And a little more cohesiveness on offense, too. They've been, as that evidenced by that nice passing play they just had. That's a spark of teamwork that they did not show in the first half. Chance to take the lead now if Javon can hit his free throws. First one rattles off the side. You like that when the guys slap five even after a miss?
No.
I don't either.
No, I see it all the time. I don't. So what are you congratulating them for? Screwed up. You know?
I guess it's supposed to be encouragement, but you see, the Celtics doing it.
Yeah, they all do it.
The team, they do it. So
they all do it.
Yeah. I guess it's better than a slap in the face.
Don't you just want to see it just once? When the guy goes.
I gotta write my spoof.
When the guy goes to the line, he's got an easy free throw. He's an 85-90% free throw shooter. If he hits the free throw, he wins the game.
Yeah.
Blows the first one. If you're his teammate, get up there and what the heck are you doing? Scream at him,
Yeah.
Come
I guess if, in honor of Leslie Nielsen, who just passed away, I want to see Will Ferrell write that into his next basketball movie.
No kidding.
The guy missed the free throw, and you put your hand down, and all of a sudden, four guys go over and slap him in the face.
It's too much. Just too much. That's it. Exactly. That's
like in the movie Airplane when they line up and like, I'll take care of it.
That's the way to do it. That's the way it should be done.
Snap out of it. Boom.
Snap out of it. Right.
His boxing gloves back there.
Yep. A one-point game. That's the good news for you fans of basketball with 4:38 to play in the third quarter. The bad news, it's only 14-13 we're in the third quarter.
We've had some fans, I think, come into the gym late and stare up at the clock and say, okay, I'm just trying to figure out 14-13. It says period 3. That's got to be wrong.
They look up at the clock or they look up at the score and they say, oh, I didn't miss too much. I just got here. They started this game a little late. And no, they did not.
There's 12 minutes left.
They started just about on time. There's 12 minutes left in the ball game.
Well, the thing is, Lance Bisson is not going to walk through. Actually, he did walk through that door.
He did walk through that door, but he's
not in uniform.
He's in street clothes. Right, exactly.
Steal.
There's a nice play. Defensive end, that's what you do it in the game.
Stolen back.
Yep.
Bolio with it.
Yeah,
fires the pass.
Yeah, he wanted now. He should just don't even bother with the fake. Just put it up, and there he does.
He gets a finger roll from a sneaky angle, and he gets it in. Matt Bolio with 2 points to give his team a one-point lead.
The one thing, John, in a game like this, we chuckle about the offensive, I guess you could say ineptitude or futility, but
to this point,
every possession is like overtime.
Oh yeah.
Every possession is key.
It's hard-fought basketball
because
right now.
If you're not scoring, every time down the floor is a huge missed opportunity if you don't put the ball in the bucket because the other team could start to pull away.
Good hustle by Anthony Farmer to force a jump ball. Possession arrow though goes Bedford's way.
Javon is getting some good looks at the basket, but just not maintaining it. Now let's see what he does here. He's going to pass it. Smart play.
Nice.
Yep, off the defensive end. Your points are going to have to come off defense. If you're North, and that's exactly what's going on. At full court press, good move by Otaka to do that.
They are out hustling Bedford to the basketball now.
Yep, they are.
Traveled.
And you know what? Leloy's called that timeout. He sensed it. He called that timeout early in the second half. Sensed that his team was a little flat-footed. And they're continuing to play that way.
I think Andy Otaka wanted a push that caused the travel that Javon committed there. Substitution now into the game will come Damon King, number 21. Javon's going to get a breather. 3:34 to go in the third quarter, 16-15. Nashua is up 1 Thanks to some tenacious defense, Anthony Farmer gets a lot of credit for creating that last hustle steal, and ended up being a lay-in for Joey Crowley off the feed from Javon Williams, is now taking a break. Marr.
Oh, Marr with a nice move. See, I still think he's the most athletic player other than Williams on the floor.
Yeah, he is comfortable in his size, which is considerable at 6'4", number 13 in the black jersey, now guarding against Liam Burke, number 3. Back up top it goes. Damon King feeds it. King gets it back. Thinking about a shot was Crowley. Across to Liam Burke. Burke got it underneath. Open shot.
Great
nice passing. All 5 players for North touched the basketball before that hoop by Joey Crowley.
And you know what? The
well
ball
done.
The ball didn't touch the floor.
And North with that good defense. A foul as McManus, the big man for Bedford, tried to grab a hold.
George Nukas, the former Nashua coach, when he had one of his teams was a great championship team. I forget what year it was. It was in the 90s. And his players, as a rule in practice, they did drills. Do not put the ball on the floor. And just the passing was just spectacular. And you saw it a couple times in the game. And it was just, he said, that's what we do. We drill it in their head. Don't put it on the floor. He had a team of big men, but he had a team of athletic shooters, and that was it.
With 2.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter, Nashua's up 1.
That's
up
a great
3.
pass, though. That's a nice bounce pass. That time they did put the ball on the floor, but it was a nice pass from O'Connor to Crowley.
2 more points for North.
A 3-point lead seems like 18 in this game, doesn't it?
Yeah, biggest that I can remember for North.
Yep.
Out of bounds, off of
North
He disagrees.
North is just doing it on the defensive end, and they grasp the idea of moving the ball around offensively and looking for the great look.
Bedford hasn't even come close to a basket in the last couple of minutes.
No, I know it.
As North moves the ball around the perimeter. This is Damon King. Crowley cross-court, it comes to Fay. Fay back to King, top of the key. He moved his foot, and he gets called for it. He hesitated on the pass because Farmer was covered closely, and that hesitation cost him a travel. 1:51 left in the third quarter, 20-17. North is up by 3. Bedford with the basketball. Bedford with 4 players at 6'6" or taller. Suddenly the height is no factor at all here, as North's tenacious defense has kept Bedford far from the basket. As it happens here, Javon Williams inadvertently throws that bulk, that newfound bulk, against Bolio, and Bolio takes a hit and draws the foul. It's at midcourt though. It's a non-penalty situation, and it'll be an inbound for Bedford. 1:42 to go in the third quarter. The Bulldogs trailing the Titans by 3.
Oh, there's a lucky bounce. That's what you need. You know, when you're struggling offensively, you need that lucky bounce. Right place, right time for Trevor Glassman.
Glassman lays it in off the glass. 2019.
I don't think that ball hit the glass, John. I think you're just saying that because of his name. I think he put it against the back rim.
I want a replay. I think it did.
Well, let's see if this one hits the glass. It does.
And Glassman just used the glass.
That time, yep. And the glass again. They do it 3 times. But all of a sudden, Bedford now showing some hustle, which is what they needed to do, and they're up by 1.
Those 2 points by James Caparel, number 3 for Bedford, gets credit for that hoop. And yes, they are up by a point, 21-20.
We're out of the teens.
Yeah?
Finally out of the teens.
But you're right, 40 seems like an impossibility. You're talking about doubling up the score in 1 quarter.
I say somebody does it.
Somebody goes on a run?
I say somebody gets 40, yep. They can get it to, Jim McLean says no. I say yes.
Reason to stay tuned.
Exactly.
Because including the reason we don't know who's going to win the game.
Right, exactly. I mean, this is a good this is an entertaining game. It's not pretty basketball, but it's an entertaining game. There's a nice shot right there on the baseline. 6-footer.
It was actually a pretty shot by McManus. Colin McManus, the 6'8" freshman, gets it to go. If he could hit that consistently, it'd be impossible to block him. Williams is going to walk it around a little bit here with 25 seconds left to go in the third quarter. He might be playing for the last shot. Suddenly Nashua finds itself down by 3. They led for most of this quarter. Playing some catch. Damon King and Javon Williams goes cross court. Williams with 5 seconds to operate is going to launch one. It hits the cords up top and goes in, and they're going to wave it off because it hit the cable.
Wire, hit the cable, so it's off.
Wow, you don't see that happen.
You know, the thing is, though, John, you know, you hate to criticize, but they had done such a good job moving the basketball in this quarter.
I hate to criticize. You make your living off it.
That's right. And when they, it's true. And when they get a chance for the last shot, and that's the last shot you take. I mean, that was an NBA type three by Javon. He's got to get some room, get closer to the basket.
Right.
You know, he didn't need the desperation heave at that point.
1 second. That's it in the third quarter. Massive substitutions here by Bedford.
Okay, so now Javon needs a desperation heave. So they'll try to go, maybe let's see, they'll try to go down floor.
It's got to be a one-touch shot. There it is. He gets it off. It's going to count if it goes just to the left of the basket.
Now you're going to tell me that he's able to pick the ball up off the ground and throw it down there in 1 second? I don't think so.
It happens all the time in my driveway.
I was just going to say,
when I'm playing by myself.
In 1 second, that's more than a second. It takes more than a second to do that.
It might have been 1.4 seconds.
He's got to bend over and pick the ball up and then bring it up and shoot it.
Are you saying it was a homer move by the timekeeper?
I'm saying it was. I'm saying it's... You know, I don't buy this 1/10 of a second stuff either. When did that all of a sudden come into play?
You know, you hate to criticize, but there's a big smile as you talk about this.
Why do you know, this 1/10 of a second, like that, that's a second, right?
Yep,
you know,
it's good. It's that quick.
Right, exactly, but on the clock, no, it's 5/10 of a second. Come on.
Well, what is it? The baseball takes how long to go from home plate to the pitcher?
Well, everything in baseball takes forever now. I mean, anyways, it doesn't matter. But
I mean, when the pitcher throws it, it's like 0.38 of a second.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's a second. That's what it is. It's a full second. You can't fraction off a second. I never understood that in basketball or football. Every clock on in football. Come on.
0.3, 0.2.
0.3 seconds, you know.
Just enough time for Kobe to operate.
To catch and shoot. To catch and shoot. No, you know what takes the time is the timekeeper to press the buzzer. That's what takes the time. You know? Oh, come on.
Fourth quarter of play. Only 8 more minutes of Tom King, folks. That's the curse.
Oh, what a move!
What a shot by Bolio. The shot of the game. The point guard for Bedford gets it to go.
He puts up a lot of shots. You wonder how they're going to go, but he gets them in.
Damon King's going to shoot it. That's Farmer, excuse me. Around the rim.
Here we go.
Williams, did he get called for the foul, or was it a steal that went out of bounds?
Well,
he gets called for the foul.
Either way, Glassman missed a perfect opportunity because he had Bolio ahead of him on a great fast break, and it would have been, knowing Bolio's flair for the dramatic with his shots, it would have been a great uncharacteristic layup that he would have made.
Now, did that touch the glass by Glassman? Did you see that? Did you see the little brush at the top?
That hit the back rim. That hit the back rim.
It hit the back rim
up and came down.
And it grazed the top of the backboard. See, this is what you're missing.
Where's
that optometrist at again in the back?
Either way, it was a horrible looking free throw. But he hits 2, and all of a sudden, Bedford has a 7-point lead.
Yes.
And that is something that is just
that's a concern.
You shake your head off. How did that happen? Well, it happened because they hustled.
So Bedford may have been the team that you felt could make 40.
Well, there's 13.
Feeling that you got.
Down from the full court press by North.
O'Connor going to try 3. That would have been a nice exclamation point to that steal.
Full court press by the Titans.
The Nashua crowd wanted traveling on Meyer. They didn't get it. Instead, they got a 3-point swisher.
No glass that time.
Whatsoever.
Nothing but net.
Glassman became swish teen on that shot.
30-22. And an attaboy for
8-point lead
for Mike O'Connor because he went up and fixed the net after the shot hit.
Well, the Nashua crowd really disappointed there. They wanted a traveling call. Instead, they got a 3-pointer that went against their team.
Williams gets a good look and it doesn't get it to go.
No, cold hand for Williams right now. Javon needs to get going if they're going to make this big comeback. Down 8 points with 6.5 minutes left in the game. Bedford in black, the Bedford Bulldogs against Nashua North Titans, the host team of this tournament.
The freshman McManus has got to develop a post-up move. He gets that ball on, you know, with O'Connor on him, and decides he's going to have to pass it back out when he really is about 8 feet from the basket and has a chance to develop something and move the ball around and get, you know, get a move on, get a hook shot, get something. He needs a post-up move.
North earns a much-needed turnover with the basketball, trailing by 8. 6:20 to go. There's a long shot from the side, and that was Joey Crowley with the air ball, but it was captured by North. Now they throw it away. Farmer guarding very closely on Zachary Husband.
There's a little bit of sense of urgency now for the Titans.
Bolio's going to take the open three. He misses. Williams with the sky job for the rebound. Dribbles right sideline, puts the brakes on. Behind the back, pulling up, calling a play. In deep.
Oh, nice pass. O'Connor's a great passer, you know that?
He knows what he wants to do before he gets it. Williams gets his man up in the air. Now he goes up in the air. Short with the three-point attempt. Rebound. Husband. Actually, that was stolen away from Caparel by Farmer. Fouled as he goes to the hoop. James Farmer. Anthony Farmer draws the foul.
Well, Bedford off the turnover or off the missed shot decided to up the tempo. I think with 5:34 left and you've got an 8-point lead, slow it down.
Yeah.
You know? So what if you don't get 40 points? Prove me wrong again. Slow it down, you know? They've got that on their mind. That's why they're doing it.
Well, they had a shot. They have a real shot here.
But really, slow the game down if you can now. You've got that lead, an 8-point lead. North is going to want to up the tempo. You want to slow that tempo down.
North fortunate to get that rebound back on the missed three. Still trailing by 8, 30-22. Javon Williams looking for an opening, can't find one. Perimeter passing all the way back to Williams. He's wide open, passes up the three, and he hits the opponent's hands instead.
Yeah, Javon has had a tough time shooting the ball, and so he's lost confidence in that shot.
It was Will McInerney, the 6'7" sophomore with the steal underneath for Bedford. Loose ball scrambled for.
A good turnover there because loose ball scrambled for. North alertly, 2 players tie it up, and they get the arrow, so the ball is going their way. But they can't seem to do anything. They're back to their old ways offensively because they're down 8 with 5 minutes to play. They don't have time to work the ball an awful lot.
Bounce pass underneath. Williams gets the errant pass. He's going to throw it up, and he's missed to the right. Rebound again, North.
Farmer, no.
They're finding a lot of rim on these shots. They're not getting them to go, and it's costly as the seconds tick off, trailing by 8. Not able to get that valuable momentum back.
Well, I think now Bedford's got Glassman back in the game. They missed him. So they had that good combination.
They just lost the husband.
Well, that happens.
He just came up. They substituted for Zachary Husband. Glassman's in. Oh, bouncing it off his foot there. And
well, the wrong guy brought it up. Bolio should have been the guy bringing the ball up.
Right, mistake for Bedford. Bolio, who's normally a short-handed.
They've turned the ball over 3 straight times down on the floor.
That might be a Bedford timeout.
Now we're getting, no, that was a North timeout.
Was it? Okay.
Because Langlois was busy talking to Husband, consoling him at the end of the bench. 4:35 to play. Bedford with an 8-point lead here, basically playing on the road. This is North's gym. So in the first round of the Nashua Chick-fil-A Holiday Basketball Classic.
Any chance that the folks at home in Nashua will watch this award-winning broadcast before the end of the tournament so we can tell them to come on out and watch some more games before it ends? So we're at the North High School Gymnasium. They alternate where the sites are for this tournament.
Last year it was at Nashua South.
So. Yeah, so this year is at North.
Yep. If there's a Nashua team in the finals, we will be doing it. And right now, that Nashua team,
the favorite would be South.
Exactly. But they're going to have to go up against a real good team and more Catholic. You know, what we saw tonight, the way they play. South's got a little bit of height to them. So
yeah, and you saw Nate scouting that whole game, right?
Yep, Nate and his father.
Nate Masrow. It's nodding his head yes. as you spoke about him over there.
Well, he's talking to his father. When you talk to your father, you always nod your head yes.
That's true. If you're smart.
Jeff Mazzaro, Nate's dad, he's been an assistant coach for Nate. And I tell Jeff all the time, I said, what are you doing here? Go down to Florida, play golf.
Yeah.
You know? He says, no, I love basketball. So
pictures you're seeing on Nashua's ETV, courtesy of Jim McLean and Tim O'Neill, who are handling video and audio for us in this game. Liam Burke tries a long three and he misses. Still an 8-point deficit for North.
Bedford's see North with the trap now, and that causes the turnover. North's done a great job defensively, just haven't been able to get the offense going.
Can't get it to fall.
Boy,
Williams three misses.
When your best outside shooter can't get it to fall, you know you're having a tough offensive night. Oh, and a careless
Farmer finds his teammate Williams, draws the foul, no call. Heavy contact underneath. Williams lays it off the glass.
Something had to go. North hadn't scored in almost 5 minutes.
They're playing tremendous defense to generate these turnovers.
It's the full court press, and Langlois has got to get his team to adjust to that press.
Yeah, because there's a long way to go here.
There really is. I say the way to do it, just get the ball in Bolio's hands and keep the big men back so he can get the pass.
Well, you got to credit Andy Otaka for not letting the game get out of hand.
He is pushing every button he can possibly push.
You talked about the sense of urgency a little while ago. They're playing like it's the last 2 minutes or the last minute of the game.
Exactly.
And it's paying off. There's been a tremendous amount of turnovers by Bedford in the last couple of minutes since they put the full court press on, and they have yet to find an answer to it. It's probably going to be left up to Bolio, the number one, the ball handler for Bedford, to see if he can do something to get the ball down the offensive zone safely, because that full court press has been causing all kinds of trouble for Bedford. The only saving grace they have is how cold North has been on their shooting. Had North gotten a few shots to fall, we'd be looking at a tie game or a tight lead right now.
You know, and
there's another steal by Farmer.
There it is. Boy, I'll tell you, it's tough. Frustrating for a coach to call timeout, and
that's an errant pass right there by Conley. There was just no opening, and he threw it in there anyway.
Another turnover.
Bedford just not getting the ball anywhere near the hoop. Here's Crowley, feeds it to Farmer.
Well, you know what Bedford's going to work on their next practice, that's for sure, because anybody who sees this is going to press the heck out of them.
Yeah, and look at that. We got a foul.
Yeah.
You're going to call it either on Farmer
or Williams. And that's Mo Bilodeau, and Mo's a let him play type of ref with the contact. He'll let him go, you know, but that time, no.
A little too much for his liking.
And a 20-second timeout taken by Otaka, 30-second timeout taken by Otaka.
So these coaches are ratcheting up the intensity here with 3.5 minutes to go in the game. 30-26. The visitors from Bedford leading the host team, the Titans, who have shown dominance on defense. It's a little bit cold on offense. Not a little bit, a lot cold. They've just not heated it up at all. They've had to work double and triple time for every basket they've got.
Well, right now, Bedford, on the other hand, as cold as North is offensively, you know, they're doing what I told you they would do. They had to score off their defense.
Yeah.
But Bedford's got to find a way to get the ball over half court and stop turning the ball over. You know, they've got to figure out a way to get it over, get past this full court press. Got to give the Titans credit, boy, a lot of credit. When you're having a tough game offensively, to play the kind of defense they're playing, it's fantastic. And, you know, he's got time limit too.
The press. Bolio gesturing that it's his team's possession, almost poked the eye out of Farmer right over there. Number one for Bedford.
They need to bring more players up to that backside. Bedford does. They've got to get more players in the backcourt.
The ball carrier has been stranded a few times and has coughed it up. 3:22. I mean, Bedford has not been able to get even to the pace.
Husband's got the ball way out on the perimeter, and Williams still manages to get a hand on the ball and knock it out of bounds.
Inbounded by Bolio here underneath the net. That's Colin McManus, number 44 in the game again, the big man for Bedford. falling with the basketball. They're going to call a push.
Yeah, on Javon Williams, and that's a good call. You know, you're gonna get the contact there.
Question is how
but
many.
Still,
does he
there's
have?
a lot. They still have 2 more fouls to give.
How many does Williams have? Must have 3 or 4
Williams
now.
has got 3, I believe.
Inbounded by McManus. Meyer with it.
See what this defense is doing besides the turnovers is it's preventing Bedford from taking time off the clock. They're almost in a shoot now attitude.
Yeah, they're up by 4, but they really have a sense of panic right now. They haven't been able to even get a breath.
But a good rotation. This is the deepest penetration they've had. And see, there's a bad pass trying to do too much. What are you trying to pass the ball across court for against a press like that?
Every player on North's team has just been all over their assigned man.
This is the best defense I've seen from anybody in any basketball game in a long time.
There's the deep 3-pointer. It's no good. That's been the nemesis for North. Not able to get the ball to fall. Williams pokes it away. Out of bounds off Williams instead of a foul. Bolio wanted a foul, so did.
Yeah, Bolio's still calling for it. He's still going to Mobildo, and he's stopped right there by Marr. He told him, "Don't get a technical. We don't want you yelling at, getting angry at the ref."
John Langlaw, you see down in the bottom right corner of your screen with his arms crossed, back to you.
What can he
was
do?
upset too. Yeah,
exactly,
he took a walk. He didn't want to get a technical. Meyer goes up. He's partially blocked by Farmer, but he goes up and gets the second to put back.
That's the athleticism that Marr's got.
A pogo stick he's on.
6-point lead, 2:08 to play.
That was a much-needed basket if you're Bedford.
Oh, great ball movement by North. Now let's see if they can finish it with
Fay,
a shot.
off the glass, no good. Story of the game for North, those missed opportunities and missed shots. Fay with that hustle on defense, it's relentless, but they just got to capitalize. Williams with a spin move.
Offensive foul.
Call for the offensive foul.
Good call by Mo. And Otaka reminding Javon Williams he's got to go back and play on the press.
Down 6 points with 1:45. Now time a big issue for North. Williams pokes it away momentarily. It's almost stolen by Farmer. Went right off his hand. Now it's a 2-on-2, a 2-on-3.
Too much dribbling.
Farmer comes back and steals it away from Meyer. Pass to Crowley, draws the contact. It goes around the rim and out. No call.
No call and no basket. And here's a layup chance for Husband.
Husband gets
mauled,
nailed, and it's a frustration foul.
And unfortunately, the defender felt the brunt of the foul.
Otaka still wants the foul down the other end of the floor.
He sure does.
And I have to say, Tom,
I agree with him.
Call that.
I agree with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got an injury timeout. As I said, the defender on that play. Was that Fay with the foul?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
He went up, and
I think he fouled Husband number 2. I
boy.
believe. Yeah.
Boy, I'll tell you,
it's kind of like
if you're the Titans, you got to be a little worried about what lies ahead in January, because you're not going to win too many correct myself, too many Division I games scoring 26 points a game. You've got to be thrilled with the defense. I mean, this is the best defense I've seen a high school team play in a long time.
Yeah.
But, boy, I'll tell you, 26 points in a basketball game, and I don't think anybody's going to break 40 unless the Bulldogs
in the last
hit some
quarter,
free throws.
Tom,
and now you've got a real hustler in Fay who's hurt.
I want to guess
more than a cramp.
I want to guess that Nashua has taken 3 times as many shots.
Oh, they have. Well, they took us 3 times as many shots in the last 4 minutes.
Right, and yet they have not.
I counted 3 shots by Bedford in 5:36.
Right, most of the fourth quarter.
Yep.
And
we got 1:28 to play, and Husband's at the line to shoot 2.
It's too bad for Adam Fay, who's limping off the court, and he's taking a seat behind his bench. Hopefully that's just a temporary knock on the knee or someplace the leg area. It knocked him out of the game. So down 7 with 1:20 to go in the game. Williams, the stutter step, bounce pass. Liam Burke.
Got a 3.
Is it a 3?
Yes, it is. Brian Troop says it's a 3.
Wow. That cuts the lead to 4. 33-29.
Burke had to take that shot because they really can't waste much time. And they only used up about, 10, 11 seconds.
Right.
and a 4-point lead. And now Bedford with the time, Bedford's got to bring the ball up the length of the floor. So a turnover and a bucket gets it to a 2-point game.
A space heater in Siberia.
And you can almost count that turnover and a bucket into the formula because it's what's happened all night long.
Yeah.
I mean, all second half. So Lance Bisson trying to get his team exactly set to where they're going to play on the defensive end here on the press.
Titans alumni and
talking is the assistant to Otaka, talking to Faye.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, not to Faye.
And you see John Langlaw of
who is number 3 on North?
Talking to his team on the other side.
Who's number 3 on North? It's not Faye, it's
Liam Burke.
Liam Burke. Okay, I missed that one. Yes, right, there we go. 3 is Liam Burke. So he's talking to Burke. And he also talked to Farmer.
117 is all that remains in this game, barring overtime 33-29.
And if I'm Bedford, I want the ball in the hands of Bolio. And maybe, see, I think Husband isn't really good with the ball. I think Marr is better with the basketball, but Marr's on the at the half-court stripe.
You gotta be worried if you're Bedford about getting this ball all the way the length of the floor and beating this full-court press.
Right.
But a foul, it's not what North wanted to do.
But Bolio had an out. He could have passed it all the way down to Marr. Bedford, what Bedford needs to do when they work on their press breaker is they've got to work on diagonal passing,
Right.
And they'll work on that. I'm sure that's topic number 1 of their next practice, because if things stay the same, I mean, they'll play another game in this tournament, but any Division II team who's scouting this or gets a hold of this tape is going to say, we'll press the Bulldogs and we're going to win a basketball game, but do it all game long. Oh, my goodness. That was from the John Collins
No,
training
I knew
center.
you were going to go there.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab a ball and hit the rim just for that for you, show you. Liam Burke playing catch with Farmer. Burke thinking about the 3. He's going to
throw it. Could be a 1-point game. No.
Marr works the rebound as he goes out of bounds off of Bedford. It'll be North basketball still. Marr, even with that athleticism and reach, was not able to keep it in bounds for the Bulldogs. It'll be the Titans ball with 1 minute even to go. Williams has it, trailing by 4, shoots, doesn't get it to go. McManus comes up and throws it away.
Almost a brilliant save by Bolio, but not quite. What was McManus thinking with that pass?
That's a panic pass right there.
Oh, I think he was thinking Bolio was rushing down the floor, and he instinctively passed it.
Actually, you're right. If Bolio had gone a little bit sooner, he would have had a breakaway. So,
right.
And maybe they'd done that before. Burke and Williams, who both had shots that they missed. Williams in traffic, off the glass and in. Cuts the lead to 2. Timeout by Otaka. Andy Otaka, the head coach of the Titans, calls a quick timeout just before the inbounds. 42 seconds left, a 2-point game. Williams gets it done on the glass.
Great game. We said it's not going to win any prizes for prettiness, but
right.
For beauty, but it's certainly an A for effort. Great basketball game.
As we watch the huddle, Andy Otaka exhorting his team to keep up that.
I'll tell you what,
defense.
Otaka never lacks for energy, does he?
No.
He's always very energetic into his game, boy. He really is into it with his players.
Yeah, you can see spread out on the
if
bench.
you're a hustler, you can see why they hustle. They feed off their head coach. That hustle and that press and everything else is Faye. He's in a little bit of pain.
That's
that
his left
ice
shin.
Yeah, ice on the shin.
Hopefully that's just a bruise.
Oh, I don't know. That's an awful painful bruise for him to have to go through. He is really wincing over there. I'm watching it from here. He's sitting up now. So
2-point game, 40 seconds left. Inbound to Marr. He's mauled. Gets it away though to Husband. Husband throws it down court to McManus. Holds it over his head. He's fouled. Question is, will McManus be able to hit both free throws? With 34 seconds remaining, his team up by 2. It'll be the freshman, Colin McManus, 6'8", the center, going to the line.
1-1.
Means if he misses this, it's up for grabs. The shot is good.
Gets the roll.
His team is up by 3, 34, 31, 34 seconds left.
If you're the 6'8" kid, you really have to hit your free throws because you're not on the line, you're not in the lane to try to get the rebound. So you really got to hit it.
Yeah.
No, not that time. Boy.
That's a miss right there.
But he hits a big one, so now a three-pointer does not give the Titans the lead.
Clock has not started because Williams hasn't picked
What
the
a
ball up
smart
yet.
play by Williams.
Yeah. Now
Smart play. If you're Bedford, you go right up and you want to defend that. Why let him do that?
Force him to pick it up
Go
early.
force him, exactly.
Swish.
Is it a 3? No, it's only a 2.
Oh, Williams
Foot was
must have
on
been
the line.
This is down by 1. It really looked like a 3-pointer from here, but the officials say 2-pointer.
Oh, and a hard foul. And a flagrant foul called by Brian Troop, and I think it's going to be on Williams. If it's Williams, that may be his 5th.
Wow, and they signal obviously for flagrant fouls when you cross the arms above your head.
So what happens now is it'll be 2 shots and the ball.
Right.
And there will be nobody at the line, nobody in the lane, so it's not a rebound situation.
No hesitation by Brian Troop, the official, and no argument either from either team.
No, not at all.
Yeah. So there you go. That's Roger Larrabee at the line.
Larrabee just didn't bend his knees enough, so he had a dead shot that hit the front of the rim. Got to bend his knees.
13 seconds.
There
to
he
go.
does, and that swishes. And so now he's thinking, do I get another? No, you don't. You get the ball. And a 2-point game, 13 seconds left. Great basketball game.
Which means most likely, Tom, some other player on Bedford's going to go to the line here before this one ends.
Well, I don't know. You know, if you're North and you pressure that inbounds pass, they've got to get the ball inbounds. They could get a steal. You know, 2-point game, 13 seconds left. Nobody's going to hit 40 unless we go into overtime. 35-33 in favor of Bedford.
Yeah, as we look at John Langlaw, who's directing his comments right there to James Caparell. And
so he's got his best ball handlers in there.
Yeah.
Because he's got Husband, and he's got Bolio, and he's got Caparell. And I think Mark can handle the basketball too, although he doesn't like to. You can sense he doesn't like to, but I think he's athletic enough to be able to handle the basketball.
Well, North.
And then you've got, let's see which big man he's gonna put in. Obviously, I think he's gonna put in Larrabee as the 5th man.
There was no question about the strategy for North. I think Andy Otaka has his team right back on the floor already. As you can see, they're waiting for Bedford to return to the floor, and I think the strategy is pressure the ball, keep your man in front of you.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I'm Bedford, I'm having trouble inbounding the ball, just throw it into the big guy.
Yeah.
Throw it into Larrabee. He's the only one who can go up and get it.
Inbound pass is successful, and
yep, and your prediction is correct.
Bolio goes to the
They
line.
did a good job to do that. I'm surprised because they don't have a lot of room to work with over in that corner.
Bolio's got some making up to do at the line, Tom.
We'll see.
His last shot did not even come close to the hoop.
No, it did not.
So let's see what happens here with the pressure on. With 12 seconds to go, his team is up by 2. If he could hit both, it would be a 2-possession game. Hits the first one. So now Nashua North is looking at getting down court and trying a 3 to tie it up, unless Bolio hits this one and it makes it a 4-point game. Misses.
Oh, what a rebound by Marr.
Williams gets the rebound. He's got 8 seconds to go. He looks up at the clock. He's unbothered. He shoots the 3.
That looks good, John.
Oh, he missed it. And Bolio gets the rebound, and the time expires.
That looked good, and that'll do it for the ball game. That's it. The final score: Bedford 36 and North 33.
You know, it's easy to second guess, but that rebound came all the way back beyond the 3-point stripe. Had Javon kind of just cruised down a little bit lower in the 3-point area,
he would have throw up a buzzer.
He would have had a chance, but
but that 3-pointer looked good. Didn't it look from here?
We
were right at that angle. We were right on line, and that shot was on line, just a little short. You know what that is? That is tired legs from playing hard on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, and that was so typical of what happened tonight. The shots just did not fall for North, and had any one of those many shots they took in the fourth quarter gone in earlier, they would have been looking at a lead to protect in that fourth quarter instead of trying to scramble from behind and tie it up and make the victory coming from behind. So it's a Bedford victory here as they knock off the host team in game number 4 of the Chick-fil-A Holiday Basketball Tournament, 36-33 the final. Bedford moves on in the winner's bracket to play tomorrow. Pleasure,
Yeah,
Tom.
They will. We don't know if they'll play Hollis Brookline or Thornton Academy. I don't know who won that game.
Right, we have, what is it, 8 teams in this tournament?
Yep. But it's been a pleasure, John, and hopefully
we'll be
here.
Maybe South
here for
in the final.
Championship game. South's going to have.
They look good.
They're going to have a tough game with Moore Catholic in the semifinals. So,
right. We'll see what happens.
So we'll see what happens, and meanwhile, next time I see you, it will be a little more frigid when we sit because we will be at Conway Arena.
Yes, is
for the Conway Christmas Classic. Alvern against Nashua South, and Hollis Brookline against Nashua North. And my prediction is that North will be in the finals of that tournament. That's what I think anyway.
Looking forward to it. That's Tom King. I'm John Collins. I want to thank Jim McLean and Tim O'Neill. Excellent job on the video and the audio this evening as we watch the fans congregate under the fire hoop at the Nashua High School North Gymnasium here on Nashua's award-winning ETV. The final score once again, Bedford 36 and Nashua North 33. Thank you for watching and good night from Nashua North High School.
Happy holidays, everyone.